Hi everybody, this is Chiu again. And today is November 6, 2009. And welcome to another episode of Let a Chinese Guy Teach You White People How to Run Your Own Country. Today, the United States unemployment rate has officially hit 10.2%. You're talking double digits unemployment. Now, of course, this has impacted lots of psychological effects on every citizen in the United States. What should we do? Should we let this continue and just let this country run itself to the ground? I told you guys once and once again, democracy is flawed. Democracy is so flawed that it's like an autopilot. You're driving a car using autopilot. It's like there's no driver. You just basically let the robot drive the car. And the robot is democracy. Okay, the robot is like the Congress, the houses. It's like everything is they have a checkpoint on everything. There are two houses. One house is making a decision, the other house is making a decision, and they fight against each other to decide what to do. And basically, the president does not have too much power. The president can only propose something or veto something. This is more like a computer simulation of how the human thinks. That's the reason why democracy is flawed. We have to change this system. I really like democracy. I really like it. I think this country is the freest country of all countries in the world. But I do have to admit, at this point, it is kind of flawed. How come China's not suffering from the bad economy? How come China is recovering so fast? Let me tell you why. The reason is because China is not a car that's running on autopilot. China has a driver on the driver's seat. Okay, the dictator of China, he can make decisions just like that. Just snap of a finger, he can tell people what to do. Because if you don't do what he tells you to do, you're going to get in big trouble. He could throw your ass in jail. He could arrest you and shut down your business and stuff like that. You have to listen to him. But United States, this country, the democracy is so flawed. The president doesn't even have the power to tell the banks to lend more money. All the president can do is, give them more bailout money, give them more bailout money. So all the bankers, all the CEOs, the CFOs, they start to give themselves a whole bunch of bonuses. They start to steal money from the bailout money. It's ridiculous. I think we have to make drastic measures. There are no jobs right now. 10.2 unemployment. What should we do? Hurry up and create some jobs. This is national emergency. What you should do is this. Government immediately set a whole bunch of factories. Set up factories, make all sorts of things. Shoes, slippers, belts, whatever, clothes. Make DVD players. Make I don't know. Do they still make VCRs anymore? I guess not. Make DVD players, make radios, make stereos, make whatever you can make. And then employ people. If they're willing to work for food, fine. Let people work for food. It doesn't matter. You can build government dormitories. You can build government apartments for workers who work at a government factory to live in. They can live in there for free. If they're willing to work for food, let them work for food. Give them a place to live. Build a building, okay, and then let these people live in that building. And then they wake up in the morning, let them work in a government-established factories. And force Walmart, force Macy's, force Target, force the American retailers to buy from the government factories. We can compete with China this way. The price will be extremely reasonable. The wholesale price will be extremely reasonable as long as you let people work for food. Or let people work for $1 or $2. It doesn't matter. As long as people could live, as long as people could fill their stomach, and as long as people have a job, they're not going to complain. I'm only earning $3 per hour, or I'm only working for food. They're not going to complain about that. We have a national crisis here. As long as they have a job, I guarantee you, no one's going to complain. So why can't the government just immediately establish a whole bunch of factories and then build buildings where the workers can live? They don't have to pay rent. They don't have to pay property tax. They just need basic shelter. Every worker gets a small room and a bed. That's all they needed. When they want to watch TV, they go downstairs. They go to the lobby, where everybody watch TV together. And then during the day, they go to the factory. They work at the factory. And then they make shoes, they make pants, they make clothes, you name it. And then we force Walmart and force Target to buy from us. Everybody earn money, right? And where do we get the money to build the factories? Again, the government has to be smart. They have to go to bank. They have to go to every bank and find out who still has lots of money in their bank account. And then the government agent calls everybody up. Hey, I'm calling from the government, and we just found out that you still have about $300,000 in your bank account, in Wells Fargo bank account. And right now, government is setting up a whole bunch of factories. Are you willing to invest? Invest maybe half of that money, maybe $150,000 into government-established factories, and we guarantee you that you're going to earn money out of it, because the government will force retailers to buy from the government factories. Okay, you will definitely earn some money out of it. Why not? Hurry up and establish a whole bunch of factories and let people work in those factories. Unemployment solved. And then we, after the unemployment problem has been solved, we immediately tackle the national debt problem. Okay, we have to immediately tackle the national debt problem. I already have a solution, but I'll tell you guys about it in another episode. But this episode, I'm just telling you Americans, man. I mean, it's 10.2%. How worse do you want it to get? And by the way, 10.2% is not even a real number. The real number, including people who stop receiving unemployment benefits, and people who stopped looking for a job, and people who just simply gave up, or people who is between jobs. They're just working part-time. They don't have a real job. They're just working part-time, working a little bit here, or working a little bit there. If you add all these people together, it could be around 18%. Wow, that's close to the 1920s and 1930s depression. We are in serious trouble. By the way, in 1920s, 1930s, we had a national surplus. We didn't have a national debt. We have a national surplus. Right now, we're dealing with about $12 trillion national debt. And the unemployment, the real unemployment rate is close to 17 or 18%. We're in serious trouble. We need to do something right now. You cannot just let the government people, they just speak and speak and speak and don't do nothing. And then Obama and Joe Biden, they keep on telling you, oh, no, recovery is on the way. Recession is over. Trust me, people. You keep on believing that bullshit. Trust me, the next person who's going to be unemployed will be you. Yes. Right now, you're not worried about it. You believe in Obama. You believe in these people. They keep on talking. You still have a job. But 3 months later, you won't have a job anymore if you keep on believing these people. We got to do something right now. We got to urge the government to establish government factories. To establish government factories and build whatever we can build. Whatever the Chinese people can build it, we can build it right here in the United States. We got to do it right now. We cannot wait until the whole thing just collapses and dissolves. And then, end up the Chinese, they will just take over. They will just bite up everything. You can't wait until that happens. Thank you very much.